Hello and welcome to today's video. As you can see, this is a page from Twitter, World of Statistics, one of my favorite pages, on where I can see some stats about a topic, different topics. For example, here we have average monthly salary after tax by countries. We see figures here, and since a long time, I notice that this data have a certain pattern. You see here we have always a text, two dots, then rest of the details, between them two dots. So I said to myself, why don't I create scrape this data for me and build charts with it to simplify analyzing the data. And that's what I did. So I created a Python code that will scrape the data from the tweets from this page, and I used Selenium for it. But there is a limitation here. I'm only limited to this until show more. I cannot scrape the whole tweet because I will need the Twitter API, and they are paid, and of course I'm not gonna pay money to scrape Twitter. So I used Selenium, and basically what I did, scrape the tweet till here, then I removed the last row where you will find show more. So the first stage is like I said, scraping the tweets till show more, and this is basically what we're gonna have. And as you can see, there are most of the scrape tweets here have this pattern, but some just have one row, and some of empty rows and meaningful. Maybe this can be when they have a picture or something. Yeah, so and some of them just have a country and a number. It means nothing without the title. So what I did is I created a Python code that will remove the rows that has only one line, like where are you, like this, and remove also the empty rows, and remove the duplicates, and remove the rows that don't have two dots in the first line. This is basically what I did. So this is the results that I got. See here, if you scroll down, you see all of them has the same format. See, here we have a line, two dots, then details between them, two dots, and without the duplicates, without empty rows. And like I said, there is a pattern here. So there is a row and two dots. There is each row of this has an item and a two dots value. Item, two dots value. So in stage 3, you will find that I create a Python code that will make this as 3 columns. One with a title, and a second column with an item, third column with the value. And this is what I have. See here, you will see the title repeated here, showing the item and the value. And as you know, we have here some strings, billion, trillion, also some strings. We cannot build bar charts something based on this data, right? So what I did is I created another code to separate the data that the stats that has an integer here, and another CSV that contains the strings, so I can use the titles, the data that has integers, use it to create bar charts, and keep the rest to just you can read them only. And those are my results. Okay, but I applied another code. See if the value starts with an integer. What I will do is take the first split and put the rest in a fourth column that called unit, to have here only currency, percentage, or integer float. That's it. As you can see here, trillion, billion, years, meaningless data, parentheses stuff, plus here. What I want is just currency, numbers, percentage. So this just to demonstrate what I did exactly on the back end. And this is the second CSV that contains the stats that have only strings. So step one is to scrape this and transform it to this and this. Then I'm gonna publish this into Google Sheet. I have the first 3 sheets containing the whole data with integer and string, and in here I will have only the tweets that have integer only, and in here we will have the strings. Then I'm gonna build bar charts with Python with this data. After that, all of my charts, I'm gonna publish them into Google Drive, and I will have this. I'm offline. So yeah, those are the images published from Python to Google Drive. Then after that, I'm gonna read those images and I'm gonna put them into Google Sheets. So I will have results like this. You see, for example, total GDP growth between those are the data that I will have, and this sheet is public. You can use it to check the stats. You don't need to go into Twitter and then read the data. You can easily check them with bar chart. I know that there are some limitations and not perfect, but so far so good, and I'm so proud of this. So I'm gonna show you now the Python code. I'm just explaining each part of the code, that's it. And as for the technical stuff and how this works, you can learn that by yourself. Maybe I will explain this another time, but basically this code here gonna scrape from Python. This is the Twitter page. You can change if you have another page that has the same concept, you can change it there. After scraping, this code here will remove the last line where you can find show more. Well, it's in French. My Google Chrome is in French, so voir plus. but if your Google Chrome is in English, change this to show more, then save into CSV. And this code here will basically gonna remove rows where there is only one line. And to know if there is only one line, I used if it doesn't contains \n. This means there is only one line, then it will be removed. And also I'm gonna check if the first line doesn't have two dots, then remove. This is what this code do. And I use this code to remove the duplicates. Yeah, this is the method. I created a new column, and basically to check the duplicates, I didn't just compare with the whole row. No, I just took the first line inside the row and I compare it with the others. If there are duplicates, then remove. Okay. And in this code, I basically use it to separate, to put the first line, the header, to put it in the first column, title, repeated, as you can see here. Then I used this string, this one, to put it in the column item before the two dots, and after the two dots will be in the value. This is what this code do here. Okay. Yeah, then this is the code. Yeah, this is the code. And then I use this code here to see here if the value in here is numeric, then you're gonna take the first split and put the rest in column D if it's integer. Otherwise, if it's string, put it in this data frame. This is what this code do. This will create a parent, matching rows to put in the integer, this data frame, matching rows, else and non-matching rows. This is what the code do. And I used this code here because I had some errors. Even though the first value, this value is numeric, right? But it's a string, and we have percentage, and we have $, and maybe there are other methods, but what I did is to make them appear as integer, removing the percentage, the $, all the currencies. We have this dot here, for example. There is a comma. I used all this. You see, when I removed this comma here to make it as int, not string. This is what this code do in here. Then I authenticate to Google Sheet to put my data frames inside Google Sheet. This is what this code do basically. Then I plot my charts using Plotly into my Python code just to see how it looks like. and I extracted all of those charts. And if you use my Python code, you can have over, you can filter and stuff. Yeah. So I use this this code to just test. Then I extracted them as images, PNG images. This code, and what this code do is took that images and put them into Google Drive. Yeah, this to set up the API and stuff. Those are some other transformations, you know, to make all my values as integer in here. Yeah, because I'm gonna set up my code to run each 6 hour, every 6 hour, to extract the new tweets and everything. And I don't want my images into Google Drive to be on top of each other, to have the same pictures repeated. So this function will delete the images inside Google Drive. So when it runs one more time, we will have an empty folder. Okay, and with this code I uploaded my images into Google Drive, and in here this code gonna do this. See in here I can just place the pictures. What I used with Python code is this function here. Image, it's gonna took the Google Drive link and gonna put it in here. Everything is automatic. I don't do anything. This with the Python code. This is why I'm so proud of it. Proud of do everything by itself. Yeah, let me go back to the code. See, this is what this function do, and finally this code here. So without this function, my result gonna be like this. The image gonna be small. So my function gonna basically apply a certain size on the cell here to have it like this. Okay, this is it. This is the sizes 300, 400, and that's it. I was able to achieve this, to read the stats easily, and it's so useful. This page, it's so useful, you know. You have individual using the internet percentage of population. You will have countries here, legends, everything. And I hope this is so useful to you, and thank you for watching me. Not many will do, but I appreciate you, and I hope this helps. You will find my code and all the necessary details, the link to Google Sheet and everything on the description. If you have any more questions and everything, you can contact me on LinkedIn, or you can post a comment. I will gladly answer you and help. And thank you again for watching. Bye.